all that brings confidence, and it's the attitude that the vision board brings.
Yeah.
Good morning, guys.
Hi, I'm Jenny.
I'm Greg, and this is another episode of God, Finances, and Intimacy. Intimacy. So, well, I have to learn how to say that. But man, I hope everybody's had a great week. It's been exciting for us.
Yeah, it's every day is a new day, and we always wake up happy and excited.
Always.
We have to do that.
And you know what?
We have to do that. I want to do it.
Well, yeah, we definitely want to. See, we're already getting chatty. But here, the fun thing is Jenny and I have been talking is over the years, talking to a lot of my clients and talking with folks just so we help coach and mentor over the years and work with in our businesses together. And even Jenny, when she was in doing some things down in Florida, one of the things that, well, I'm going to let you share the topic. What's something that you decided you wanted to talk about this week? What was the topic?
This week or right now?
Today, right now.
We are going to talk about vision board and why are they important.
Why vision boards are so important.
Yeah.
So really, this was Jenny's idea. And as I started thinking about that and looking back on being an entrepreneur and being in business, and that vision board works not only just being personally, it works in your personal life, your relationships, your marriage.
Why I choose this topic because it does work for us. It did work for us.
It does. Well, talk to us.
It does work for us. So I'm kind of excited.
It is. So why is a vision board important to you personally? Why do you think it is?
It can provide you a clarity of vision that enables you to succeed your goals, and it encourages you to focus on what you want your life, and leaving the unhealthy thoughts behind. What are your goals?
Well, first.
I kind of blank right now.
Well, no, that's a good thing. Well, what is?
That's how my personal. When I say it every day, I want to do more. I want to. It makes you excited. That's all. It makes you excited that wow, my vision board. I gotta get that. It makes you do more.
Well, and here, I always wondered, when I first got involved in being an entrepreneur, I was back in the military. Now, I never really heard about a vision board when I was growing up. I didn't hear really about it in high school. I didn't hear about it from my family.
And then when I heard it for the first time, what is vision board?
What's a vision board? What's that all about? And when I first got into it, to my first business of my own, all these people that were successful were talking to me about, write your vision, put it on the wall, put it in front of your mirror, take a look at these things every day. And I'm going,
believe it or not, I've not done this for a long time. And I just came up when I met you. I did it again. All right, here we go again. Another vision board, but this time I'm going to do it. I'm going to really look at it every day.
And later she'll talk about in the show where one of the items on her vision board she's already got. And we've had that vision board up for maybe maybe 90 days, 3-4 months. So it's interesting.
Guys, there's no limit in your vision board. Put whatever make you excited. Good pictures of the house or cars or bags or shoes. Yes, put them in there.
So
don't limit yourself. But whatever things that makes you excited, just paste them in there. Some people use computer. They put it in a computer.
Yeah, they put it on their computer.
Yeah, but I like it by the wall.
We have ours. I have a vision board on the back of my office door, and it's on a whiteboard.
Yes.
And I got it attached to the back of our door. And why have a vision board? Is the first thing when I wake up in the morning, when I'm working in my office, when I come and go, I'm seeing those things all the time. But here's the trick with a vision board. So many of my clients, they say, well, Greg, I'm struggling and I'm not getting the things I want in life, and I'm not looking at these things, I'm not seeing these things. I don't know if it's really gonna happen. Then they go out and they do a vision board. And they put their houses, and they put their cars, and they put their watches, and they put the trips, and the college funds for the kids, and everything that they want to vision. Mm-hmm. That's the first thing. But when you think about vision, it's not just something you see, but it's putting yourself in that and actually believing that you have those things.
Yeah, that's the key. You have to put your vision board somewhere that you will look every day. Is the key because it easily catch your attention. Don't put it somewhere that in the bedroom that you're not there the whole day. Maybe you can put it in the office.
So don't put it in the bathroom.
Kitchen. Bathroom, you can only go there like when you go pee or take a shower.
Well, so you can put some things. So having visions, you know, putting them throughout the house is important, but
you don't want to put it somewhere that you'll least know because it will defeat the purpose.
Right.
The purpose is you have to look at it all the time.
So with having a vision board, you know, you want to sit down individually. If you're a couple, you want to sit down individually and you want to come up with your own visions that you want. But don't put a limit on those things.
Some people is you just have to put the things that you can really reach.
Well, and
never
again,
you have to dream big.
You know,
there's no limit. Don't limit yourself.
When I've interviewed some of my clients that are multimillionaires, you know,
it will help you focus.
You know, it is, and
then it will boost chances of success.
You know, that's
eventually.
That's exactly what happens.
Makes you happy and excited. So have a vision board. It's very good. It will help you tremendously. It does to us. So.
Well, and you know, here's the thing.
I wish we could share.
Maybe one day we'll share that to folks. But
you guys gonna laugh. What's in there?
Here's the one. You know, here's the one thing of.
Oh no! Don't show me.
Don't show me. You know why having a vision board is important, because one, it gives you a purpose. It defines in your mind what you want to do, and you know, truth be known, by any level of success, if you can hold it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. Everything starts in your mind. And if if your vision board is, I want to go to Walmart tomorrow, and I want to live in a pup tent, and I want to drive a rusty car, and I want to have old clothes. I mean, if that's your vision, you have to understand, and you focus on that every day. That's what you're going to end up having. You're going to end up having that. And you know, so if you look at your life right now, and I can talk to a lot of people. I've talked to so many of my clients, and I've asked them, are you truly happy where you are in life? And the successful people and the unsuccessful people, everyone's successful at their own level. But the folks that have been truly successful, balanced life, spiritually, mentally, physically, financially, they've all said, Greg, we've never wanted to stop growing. So
because anything in this world can be yours if you put your mind to it.
It is.
Yes.
And I found an old.
You have to believe it, though.
Yeah.
No doubts.
I found an old vision board that I had. I had written it in goals, and I had written them down. And we can talk about different patterns, but I had found an old sheet that was about from 15 to 20 years ago. I was going through some files in my cabinet, and I pulled this out, and it was a list of 20 goals that I had written down. I didn't have pictures. I just wrote it down.
You can write it down too.
And I had found out that
images will help.
Images are going to help, but out of those 20, I had crossed off 18 of those goals
because as you go, your goals change.
Yeah,
getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You don't want to settle for less anymore. If you can go big, why not? Go big. Well, that is big.
Well, what things do you put on your vision board?Ings you're going after. If you want to become a skinny person, put a picture of a skinny person on there. You know what I did a long time ago?
Your health, your relationship, those are going to be in your vision board.
I had a client of mine that did this. He was really heavy set, and he wanted to be skinny, and he is now. So he went in a magazine and cut out a picture of a skinny man. And
it's a good idea.
And he cut his head out.
Yeah,
and he put him on top of that, and he put it on the vision board, and he ended up losing 100 pounds.
I know someone did that. I said, wow, you had nice fatty. Oh no, I'm getting there.
But I'm going to get there.
I'll get there. That's not me. My face is there, but that's not me. But I'm going to get there. She said that to me.
Well, so all these different things. The biggest thing that I see is, is I work with my clients and folks on, and I have in the past. They'll come to me and they'll complain that they're complaining about their lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I ask them, what does your vision board look like? And they go, well, yeah, I have the vision board, and it's up on the wall, and I look at it, and I go, do you really believe? Have you put yourself in that house? Have you put yourself in that car? Are you holding that purse? Have you put yourself on that vacation? Do you really believe that's going to happen?
Visualization is good. Do that, guys.
There you go.
When you meditate, visualization is good. Put yourself in it, like you're walking in your dream house. I did that. It felt so good. It felt so real. After you visualize, you feel excited and say, wow. Yes, I'm gonna get the house. It pushes you more.
Here's one thing too that a vision board. Married couples, if you do that vision board together. First you're gonna do your individual ones, and then you do your couple. Once you do as a couple, what that does is if your marriage is in a dead zone and it's just kind of cruising along, it's not growing, it's not going backwards, you're just kind of existing in the house.
You can put that in your vision.
That vision board, when you start working together for those group goals, and a husband,
group goals,
just on the vision board. If you and you and your spouse come together and say, we both want this.
See, both of you should have for both. Build a goals just for both of you, and then you have your own individuals.
But by working on that, see, you're going to trick yourself into a better relationship, because if Jenny and I, I'd say our marriage is just kind of cruising along. It's not growing, it's not falling. It's just, man, we're married. How you doing? And
that's just boring.
It's just boring. But
boring.
And you've lost that spark. If when you put visions together as a couple that you both want, we both want a new house, we both want this car, we both want this vacation. Now you start envisioning building these goals together, this vision, and you start working together. And now you're going to find out that you're going to start getting that excitement, and you're going to be excited about seeing your spouse. You're going to be excited about working with your spouse. That spark of passion, tenacity, love, and honor and respect, all that stuff's going to grow.
Happening to us right now, guys.
It is.
Every time we wake up, we get that word, and we're excited. Hey, let's do this. Let's make some $1,000 today, or
Well, because early on.
But share about what are the visions that we have that are already manifested?
Well, there's some of the visions that we have that have already manifested. There's one, Jenny put down that we never thought that we see. There it is. It was a negative thought. Those are things we'll talk about in another show, of getting words out of your vocabulary. But we didn't believe at the time that we could get these items. Jenny wanted, what was it, a Louis Vuitton purse?
Yeah, I get it.
And Louis Vuitton's purse, they cost a couple dollars. So we're a year ago, our life was a total different thing.
I was not even before. I was not even looking with those.
She wasn't even looking at Louis Vuitton. Well, we were looking at money, and Jenny and I.
We were on budget at that time.
Well, and I've been wealthy, I've been broke, I've been in the middle.
Go up and down.
I've seen that my whole life. I've lived at the country clubs, drove the Mercedes, and then I've been on the ground driving the Yugo. So I've seen both sides of it. And as you come back up, you start to understand how to grow, and those vision boards are important. So over a year ago now, we started understanding that our life was going to turn around, but we had to make that decision on what we envisioned. We started visioning it up here. We had a vision board in our head, and we had thoughts that were starting to come into our hand. And they were realizing. But then when we started putting them on the board and reading them every day, not too many months later, with all the things we have, Jenny,
believe me, it helps.
I had
doubts about that before.
Well, yeah.
Big doubts, big time. But when we really put it there and look at it every day, man, it became like reality. Like, wow. Okay.
Well, and I remember her excitement. She comes running downstairs. And and we had set goals, and we set a budget on different things, and we don't look at things as expensive or inexpensive or cheap or not. Everything just has a cost.
You have to change your mindset.
So nothing is expensive, nothing is inexpensive. Everything just has a cost, and that cost needs to fit within your budget. That's all.
Yes.
So she comes running down the stairs and said, "Honey, I found this Louis Vuitton purse. It's manifesting. It's in our budget." And I went, "Really? You found a Louis Vuitton purse?"
And it
was amazing that because they're not cheap. And I looked within our budget, and you know what? I decided, we're gonna stretch a little bit, and so we got that. And it shows up with this Louis Vuitton purse.
Yeah, because guys, I looked at it every day. I want to have one. Everyone got one except me.
Yeah.
So no, it's a girl thing. I love bags. I love to collect bags.
Yep. And so she, stuff like that's manifesting. We started looking at manifesting income. And income
passive income.
Manifesting passive income and higher income. Income's coming now every month.
We got that now, guys.
Higher income.
We are so blessed. Like it seems like right now everything keep coming easy. Like before, we had to really bust our ass to get there.
Right. Well, and when you start to understand that you get you put those visions up on the board.
We're not trying to boost, guys. Well, now we are sharing the vision board. It really works. You have to do it. I encourage you to do it.
And the purpose is not just for the items.
It's not. It could be. It doesn't have to be a financial or material thing.
Well, we talked about the
relationship, your family.
Yep.
Your education, your professionalism.
Just imagine that. We have a lot of kids together. There's a few of us. We
got 5. I got 5.
So there's 10 kids all together, but we only have.
So we have to work harder.
We do.
For their future.
Yep, we do. Yep. But just imagine, the boys that we have living at home.
We have 3 at home right now.
That because of. It gets dead if you're not going on vacations and you're not regenerating yourself and your family. That vision is on our board to take families on vacation.
We have that.
So now it's an interesting thing that vacation's up on our board, and now that I mean, let's just be honest. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it doesn't buy sadness either. But here's the thing: money can buy happiness while you're on the earth if it's done right. So there's a big entertainment park in Sandusky, Michigan called Cedar Point. I think it's got more roller coasters and more.
And we're going there.
And all of our kids love Cedar Point. There's a water park. There's a section with there's roller coasters.
Talking about that, we have to go there before school.
Yeah, we do. But and the cool thing about that is now we can. But by going to these places, it increases the relationships in our family. We create memories. When we grow closer together, there's bonding. Husbands, let's just be honest, you start feeling better about yourself, that you're providing for your family. When you start feeling better about yourself, your wife starts feeling better about herself, and she starts feeling better about you. And then you're working together as you're walking through at Cedar Point as a family, if that's where you go. I know that's where we're heading. My wife and I can look at us and see the excitement on the kids and go, we worked really hard to get here. But if we wouldn't have put that vision on the board, we may not have got that. And that helps our relationship, that helps our marriage, that helps our finances, that helps our intimacy. All that brings confidence. And it's the attitude that the vision board brings.
Yes.
Not just and there's plenty of things you can put on your vision board. We'll touch on that. I mean, if in your personal relationship there's some things that are struggling in husband and wife, and I'll touch on intimacy. If you're in a marriage right now and you're just kind of friends and you're not being intimate with each other at all, I've talked to couples over the years. It's slowly
killing your relationship.
It is, and I've talked to couples over the years.
You got to be intimate with your spouse every week.
Well, you know what? You know what the wife did?
I'm not afraid to tell them that.
I was talking to
because we experienced that 2 years ago. Like we became lazy.
Yeah. But
whatever. But sometimes we didn't do it at all for months and months.
But you know what though?
That create distance from your spouse.
It did.
Yes.
But you know what I've seen happen in that as I worked with my clients.
You can put that in your vision board too.
That's what I was talking about.
Be intimate to my spouse every week, 10 times.
Yeah, I mean, wow, 10 times. Well, I got a big weekend of me. 10 times. Holy cow! But those are Those are things. No, I like the 10. We're good.
No.
But those things with the vision board is we talking about God, finances and intimacy. That vision board really will help all of that. It'll help your personal life. Put a goal. Put a vision up there that I'm going to spend time with my husband or wife, X amount of times a week. I'm going to go ahead and have a date night, a vision board once a week.
But I have a suggestion.
Yeah, what's your suggestion?
Before you build your vision board, get an image of God or Jesus, put it in the center, and then you put everything that you want. You have to put God in the center. Look at God in the center. Put him in the center of your life, and then you put the goals that you want.
Well, and that's something
always has to be God in the center.
That's something I'd never done, and I'll share with you. I've done a lot of vision boards.
We have it now
throughout the years.
Before, I never thought about that. I said, wow, God is everything. You are nothing without God. So
it was interesting.
Put God in the center.
When I did this vision, I never put God in the middle or Christ, a picture of him on my vision.
Yeah.
I thought, I don't need to put that on there. And when I put this vision board together, I without thinking, I printed a picture of Christ with a child sitting next to him. And I put it in the center of the vision board, and I built my wife and I built all these things together. And I remember her coming downstairs and going, I've never seen Christ in the center of the vision board.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, yeah, I did that. It was the first time. And she asked me why I did that. I couldn't really answer why.
I never thought about that before. I said, we forgot about God. It's the most important in our vision board. Have a good relationship with God. That's the ultimate goal.
It is.
It's the ultimate goal.
So,
and after you're creating your vision board, you need to have plans. It's not just gonna happen. You need to have plans, and then plan on how to achieve those goals. You have to create some ideas. You cannot just look at it and you're not taking action. Take action.
So you're saying that you can make a beautiful vision board. It can be organized, all these things, and it can look beautiful. And that's another thing. Your vision board doesn't have to be organized. Throw the stuff up there. I mean, you've got some people that want to make it look pretty and it's in spaces and time. Throw it up there and however it works for you guys. But what Jenny's saying, it's interesting that she's saying have a vision board and you can look at it every day, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 times, 10 times a day. You can write it down, talk about it. But if you're going not out doing anything,
yes.
I was talking recently to some friends of mine. He's one of my business coaches and life coaches, and he said, Greg, at some point you got to hang up your diploma and get to work. You can spend all your time trying to find all these visions and goals of what you want and how you picture your life.
It is not about just setting goals. It is also about achieving them. So
that vision board is supposed to do what? What's it really intended to do then?
to achieve your goals.
To help to trigger excitement.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that we're talking about that already. You're going back to it. Yeah. To motivate you.
Are there limits to what you can put in the vision board?
No. No. You can do whatever you want to put in there.
Well, and
put everything in there.
So what's
you can put anything you want and go above and beyond with your goals.
That's true.
Yes.
That's very true. So now when we talk about the vision board and the goals and different things, a lot of the vibration that you send out when you're putting that together is really going to show the success that you're going to have. It's true. The signals that you send out to people, the vibrations you send out are what you're going to get back. So it's important when you put those visions together, that belief system you're putting in place, and you're putting yourself in that house, you're putting yourself in that car, you're putting that watch on your wrist, you're putting yourself on those vacations, you're believing that, and you're seeing it. The vibration you're sending out is a vibration of belief.
Yeah, put your plan into action.
But it's the belief level.
Yes.
How often
you have to believe and then action. Take action.
Well, and that's I've talked to a lot of clients.
You already know you can do it. Then go. Keep busy already. Don't wait for later. Create it now. Create your goals now. It's now, not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow. Well,
all right, I will wait tomorrow then.
No, we don't wait tomorrow. It's going to be today. It's already here.
We have to create it now. We're not trying to boost ourselves, but we became more diligent about these things. Well, board vision.
It's
a vision board.
Again, in one of the businesses I had in the past, that we're still operating, is I'd sit with these folks that are between 55 and 80, and I'm talking with them on, on their planning, on their goals, and how they vision retirement, and what their vision board looks like. And I realized, as I was looking here just a couple years ago, and here recently, that I've been helping people planning vision boards my whole life, whether it was an entrepreneurial business, whether it was an insurance company, whether it was in a church. Every couple I've been working with, they were asking me to help them plan their vision board on trips and goals, and what do you want to do with this? Where do you want to go, and how do you want to retire? And they all told me they had a vision.
Check the time.
Do you imagine being, having 70 years old and coming to a gentleman like myself and saying, listen, we're ready to retire. We've got all this money. We've got all these things in our life, but we have a vision for this. Help us plan that. And I realized being in the financial planning industry, that I was a vision board. I was a vision plan. People were coming to us, well, Greg, we want to buy this house in Florida. We want to go on these vacations. We want to go shopping here. He wants to get this boat. Greg, how do we do this in retirement?
You're expert in those things. That's why they come to you.
I've been planning vision boards with people for 22 years.
Yeah, those are vision boards.
I didn't even realize.
I never thought about that.
And I was meeting with them at least twice a year.
Because he's a financial advisor.
Well, yeah.
And people come to you.
I'm going to check the time to make sure we're just not sitting here, because we could go on forever.
So build a vision board, guys. It's important. It can provide clarity of vision that enables you to succeed and surpass your goals.
Well, and I've never seen a vision board fail when someone actually sent out the vibration of, I believe that this is going to happen. And here's what I'm going to tell you. Shit's going to hit the fan. When you put those visions up and you put them on the board, you're going to go through some stuff.
I think first of all, what you want to do. It's a suggestion.
Yeah.
If you build a vision board, put one thing there like self-development first, because that's good. When you improve yourself, everything will just come to places.
Well, and when you start to make those changes,
study and read and get advices from your coach. If you have coaches, everyone got coaches, like pastors, they're coach. Yeah. Well,
teachers. Everyone has a coach. They go to someone to learn. But understand, when you get serious about that vision, Jenny and I have experienced it. You're going to put all this stuff up. It looks cool. You start to believe it. Monday and Wednesday comes and you don't believe it. Thursday you wake up and you believe it. Friday goes, oops, I don't believe it. But here's the one thing that's really cool about Jenny. Here's the one thing it's cool, about Jenny and I. And in married couples, you can take note of this. We've learned to never be down at the same time. It's true. When I'm down and kind of grumpy and sucking my thumb, Jenny's up on a high end going, hey, listen, come on. No, we can do this. We can do this. And when Jenny's down and she's sucking her thumb and I'm going, hey, Jenny, come on, let's go.
Someone has to be humble and someone has to be stronger at the moment.
Well, and then when we're both on it at the same time, man, that's when magic happens.
We also get mad both together, and it's a no-no.
You don't want to do that.
You guys are gonna be choking each other.
I remember one time throwing my visions. We were at the last house, and I got so upset.
Yeah, you did.
And I just, and then an hour later, I taped them all back up. I just ripped.
You were angry with God.
I was throwing it down and ripped them off the wall.
Because guys, we've been through a lot. Like it's like we can't breathe anymore. It's like we're drowning. We were drowning. And now this year, when we moved to this house, everything went smoothly. And we found this program.
Well, the key for that is we changed our mindset. Everything that we went through somehow was our fault. Somehow. There's things that we didn't have control of that we can talk about.
We're human.
But if we would have had a vision board, when I look back now to 2016, when Jenny and I, first came together. If we would have actually had a vision board we believed in, because I had a vision board by myself, and Jenny kind of looked at the pictures on the wall and went, "You're crazy." We were still going through some stuff.
I had doubts about vision board. Believe me or not, I had doubts.
And I looked at them and went, "Well, these are cool." Jenny could tell I really didn't believe in it. It was just putting pictures on the wall. Monday, I'd believe in it. Tuesday, I wouldn't. Wednesday, I'd believe in it. Thursday, I wouldn't. Friday, I didn't want to have nothing to do with it. Saturday, I ripped them off the wall. Sunday, I thought they were cool, and I went good for a few days. So the vibration that I was sending out, we were sending out, didn't help us. But I know, looking back at from 2016 forward, if we would have had a vision board that we believed in and practiced in it, we would have had a very, very different future. But I'm thankful that we went through that, because now where we are, it's molded us to understand what to do. But that vision board is also, it's a way for God to speak.
Guys, if it doesn't happen right away, really don't give up, because you'll get there. You just have to be patient and work harder towards your goals. Well, it will happen.
Start with some little ones.
It will happen. Yeah, even a little step. That will, take action.
I'm going to tell you something.
They'll make you one step closer to your goals.
Here's a little vision that Jenny and I are putting together, and I'm going to share it with you, because it's going to make us accountable to you guys out there. Now, we have some big things on our vision board, but every Saturday we drive.
It's big,
and we're going to get every one of those goals, those visions. See, they're visions. But but every Saturday, Jenny and I get in the truck and we drive around and get lost and find a lake or a park. We don't know where it's at, and we sit by the lake and we're watching all these boats and canoes and kayaks, going, that'd be kind of cool if we did that. So it was interesting. This last Saturday, I went, you know what? We showed up at this beautiful park by itself. It had a little dock to put it in. There was no one there, and I thought, man, if we had a kayak, we could do it. So now I know I can go to a store over here that I know, and there's these nylon tough, inflatable 2-people kayaks that you can buy, and you can put them in the back of your truck and you blow them up. So we set a vision for that to go listen. Now we could go out and buy it now, but we're going to put a vision.
It's not necessary right now.
We're going to
we have a lot of projects.
We do. We're going to put a vision to say, when we do this,
one at a time,
and we, if like we're doing a TV program or insurance or coaching. So we're going to pick one of those and go, well, when we do this, then we're going to go buy this. So with that kayak, Jenny and I are setting goals, saying, listen, when we do this, and we create this amount of income, then we're going to go spend a couple $100 and get that kayak and some life jackets.
It's just like
we can go out.
When you have a dream house, go out there, drive around where the nicest house. Put yourself in there. It makes you excited.
Well, and
it does help. It does help.
And it's so much more.
Go drive around. Look for the beautiful houses and just drive around. We do it all the time.
Well, and when you do that to that point, a lot of my clients come to me and say, well, hey, Greg, me and my wife are out green building on Saturday, and she's all excited about the house, but all I can look at is the electric bill. and I'm going,
that's an excuse, man.
Really? You've got this big vision board on your house, and all you're looking at is, gosh, it's going to be look at the electric bill on the house.
What you're doing is you're killing
your own dream. Or the fun one now is people are focusing on gas prices, and to be honest with you, I don't know what gas prices are.
Guys, look at the
I go to the pump and I don't know what they are. People would come up to me and go, can you believe what the price of gas is?
It is what it is. You have to spend anyway, so
and
don't focus on that negative stuff.
Well, and I watch people.
Go buy it.
It is. I watched people limit their goals on the vehicles they want now, because they go, Greg, I used to want that truck, and it was my goal, and I really wanted that, but now the gas prices are what they are. I'm not going to buy the truck. And I went, why? Go out and just, if you need to make more income, then create more income. And believe it, see it, hold on to it, it'll manifest, and do it, and then go buy it. But don't lower your standards because of what the world's doing.
Don't believe me.
Because you don't need, why another thing for your vision board is it helps you worry about what's going on in your own house and stop worrying about what's going on in the White House.
There is no limit to your vision board, guys. There's no limit. Yes. Just put everything in there that you like. Put everything, million things in your vision board. It could be like big, the whole wall. Fill it up. Yes.
I know we're excited today. Usually we're not talking as much. We're just bouncing back and forth today. But the vision board, we're going to wrap this up as we talk about the theme of our show of God, finances, and intimacy. The vision board, those 3 topics should be on your vision board. God
first, God,
finances, and intimacy. Make sure that, and set goals for that. So, when you talk about intimacy, someone's usually afraid to go, hey, I want to be intimate more often. Well, great. Put it on your vision board. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's
put it on a goal. Hey, we're going to, it may sound crazy, but, Jenny and I.
It sounds silly, but.
Hey, we're gonna be intimate twice a week or whatever that is, or twice a month.
But don't schedule it though.
Well,
some people
want to schedule.
Well, if that works for you, then if that go ahead. But for me, I don't want to schedule it.
Well, you want to schedule date night.
Like, honey, this is life.
Well, see, here's a secret for the guys. If you schedule a date night every Friday or every Saturday.
Well, I can do that.
Ours is on Saturday. Okay, I mean, we're out spending time with God. We're re-energizing. We're getting ready for the week because we have busy.
Or maybe it's okay to schedule.
So on your date night, guys, what do you usually on your at the end of your date night? You're usually intimate, but don't expect it. Treat your queen in the way that she's going to want to go home and spend time with you.
And put that on your vision board.
Put that on your vision board.
Be a good husband or be a good wife. Be more diligent. Be more diligent. Each other.
But all of those topics, and we're going to wrap up here.
Because guys, we're not perfect. We're still learning every day, but we are paying attention to each other. Yes.
Are we paying attention?
We are paying attention.
She just gave me the fingers. But guys, it's been a pleasure talking with you today.
Tell them about what's going to happen next Wednesday.
Well, we've got some exciting news, so we're going to wrap this up. And as I finish it, just start today. Start with your vision board. Put God on there. Put Mother Earth. The universe, however you recognize that.
I have a verse.
Put that on your vision board. However you recognize that in your life. And if you don't recognize that in your life, put something in the center of your vision board that drives your spirit, your soul. We work with everybody. We don't judge anybody for what your beliefs are or aren't, okay? But whatever the center of your core belief is, put that in the center of your vision board, so you can always bring that back to that's why you're doing that. Maybe you want to.
If you put God in the center, God will look at everything you put in the pictures like, he wants that one, he wants that one.
And maybe you want to put your family in the center of the vision board. There's nothing wrong with that either. If your family's right there, that's your why. But find a reason why in the center. Bring up God, bring up finances on your vision board, and don't forget intimacy. That's so important, to be intimate with your spouse.
Put that in your vision
as you're
board.
Married. That should happen every week. Every week, guys.
We did not put that in our vision board because we are okay when it comes to that now.
Well, she said 10, so I like 10 a week. So I like that. She said.
I changed my mind.
She changed her mind. So,
that's too much.
Wow, but I'm gonna have to bulk up here. But also too, I'm gonna leave you with this. If me, I've gained 40 pounds. I want to lose 40. Jenny says she wants to lose some weight. Put that on your vision board of get healthy. Get healthy to be healthy for you. Be careful what you put in your body. Stop eating the chips at 10 o'clock at night and wondering why you're heavy. Stop putting a soda in your mouth at 11 o'clock at night wondering why you're heavy.
We're working on our weight, guys.
Don't sit there at 12 o'clock at night eating a pizza and go, I wish I could lose weight. So we'll talk about that another time. All that are visions.
Yeah.
So create your vision board individually. Go out and do it with your spouse and have fun with that. Entrepreneurs, it's important you do that. Business owners, put all that stuff together for your vision board. And then review it all the time.
Yeah.
So
I have a verse before I go.
Before we go.
In Habakkuk 2:2-3. Then the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain on tablets, that he may run who reads it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. But at the end it will speak and it will not lie. You heard that? Though it tarries.
Tarry means it takes long.
Okay, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
It won't take.
That's a good word.
That's
tarry.
Right.
I don't normally use that word.
I read that scripture every morning.
Yeah, that's good.
It's on my wall. So we're gonna leave it with that, but we're gonna announce we've got something pretty exciting, don't we?
Yes.
We got something pretty cool. This week we're gonna go up and we got a chance. We're gonna have a celebrity on our show next week. That you're gonna see. We're actually gonna go up Friday and we're gonna record that. We're gonna get Stephen Malcolm.
Stephen Malcolm in the house.
He is a growing top rap Christian singer. He's had an opportunity to work under Snoop Dogg. He's got an amazing story coming from just poor, broke area here in Kalamazoo. His family situation was bad, on the streets, drugs,
for sure we can learn a lot.
All those things, and he's grown up all through God. He's going to talk about his story, how he stayed close to God, becoming a young man, now growing into being an entrepreneur, and what we believe, and a lot of people believe, he's going to change Christian rap nationwide. He really is. And now he's married. He's a family guy. So we're going to be with him Friday, and he's going to share his story with us, and we're going to bring that to you. So, you can look it up. His name is Stephen Malcolm. Awesome guy. He was just on tour, I think, a couple weeks ago in Tennessee. He's on tour quite a bit. So for us to be able to get, even an hour with him is going to be a huge opportunity.
Yeah.
And we want to do that so we can share his story with you. So we're going to do some advertising. I'm sure she'll make some cool stuff, but make sure you share this with folks that Stephen Malcolm's going to be on the event on this, on our show next Wednesday. We're going to be at his location. And it's
at his church,
at his church. You're definitely not going to want to miss next Wednesday. You're going to want to have your friends. I'll watch that. That may be one that we may replay again down the road, but don't miss next Wednesday. It's going to be a great deal.
Right.
And like always, achieving your goals at breakneck speed. As I look at this button, is something that I learned how to do.
Give me a hand.
Is something that we're doing,
partner,
and that we've done. and that we continue to do. And as we build our vision and make it plain, we know that it's going to actually grow. And you go build your vision board.
Do it. You're going to
work with your couple and understand that anything that you want to accomplish, you can. Guys, again, hey, we love you guys. And we'll see you next week for another episode of God, Finances, and Intimacy. Have a blessed day, guys.